We are live. Hello, friend. Whether you are live or on the replay, thank you for joining me. Let's jump right into what home seminary is. Exactly as it says here, it is weekly outlines for a daily scripture study following the Come Follow Me reading schedule. It is completely free to use, and I will have it linked in the description box for you. Initially, when I started out last year, I was organizing all of the prompts from all of the manuals, making it kind of a choose your own adventure. But this year, since we are starting over with the rotation, we've completed this manual. Little plug if you want to see a side-by-side comparison of them. Just finished up a live on that. It will be linked in the description box for you. But we've finished this. We've gone through it. Our family has a pretty good handle on the basics of the gospel. So we want to dive a little bit deeper, and we're going to approach the New Testament from a different angle this year. So we will be sharing what we're doing every week there. And today I just kind of want to walk you through a little bit of what you can expect from the outlines. We'll just bring that over there. Move this here so you keep track of that. So we have here, this is an example from November 21st to the 27th, just to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like, because we haven't started the New Testament one yet. We'll actually be starting it in January. We have that week of like getting a groundwork for preparing to study and all of that. So I figured I'd pull up an older one to kind of show you the layout of what it's going to be. So we've got here, you can print it out for yourself and put it on the pages and maybe adjust the, what do they call it? Like the zoom in your printing to get it to fit on the pages nicely. You'll start with an opening song to kind of get everybody gathered together, maybe everybody get their scriptures out, or if it's just you, to kind of just get you in the mood. Always start with a prayer when you study the scriptures. And then here we have DMT. This is, don't miss this. They had the Old Testament timeline. They've mentioned in one of their videos that they're going to have one for the New Testament. I haven't seen anything since, though. If they do, we will definitely be doing it. We loved the Old Testament timeline. And then word of the week. We have really enjoyed that and look forward so much to studying a name of Christ each week. So we will have that every Monday. We will review the name, put on the timeline picture if it's there, and then we jump in and watch the Big Picture Monday with Callie Black. She does these on Instagram, but she has recently started doing them on just this year, kind of, on YouTube. So I usually here is linked that YouTube video. So you can just go to the website and click on it and not be distracted on YouTube, which is something that I am really good at and trying to work on. So she just kind of gives you the overview of what's going on background-wise, which is great as you get going and know kind of what's going on with the chapters. And then here we have Old Testament study guide. That was this one. We started using this later on in the year and have really loved it. So this is why we'll be using it. The study guide for the New Testament. Actually, let me show it to you. It looks like, where'd it go? This is what it looks like. I have it linked in the description box for you. It is also by Thomas R. Valletta. I would show you the physical copy, but it's wrapped up under the tree right now. So we're going to go off this for the example anyway. So we have Jonah here, right? Let's see if I can remember where it's at in here after having studied it. Oh, bookmark falling out. That was not how far it went, though. Oh, it's testing me, guys. No, I think it's farther than Joel. Jonah. Okay, so the introduction is just at the beginning of the book. I'm assuming that the New Testament one looks very similar. I believe it did when I was flipping through it. And then that's just basically that Monday. It's just kind of introducing you to what you're going to be reading. If there are multiple chapters, it kind of affects this. So it'll just be broken up and just kind of walk you through it each time. You close with a prayer. The next day, you're going to read. Here, let's talk about this. We're going to read here Jonah chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. So you would read those verses. And then here I have Old Testament study guide. It will be New Testament study guide, but it's referencing you to these little things here. So 1:1 is right here. You'll read this and this one and read them all to kind of get the context and that deeper study of what you just read. Sometimes my kiddos prefer to read the whole chapter and then come back and get all of that deeper study, but you can do that however you choose. And then when you run into, let's see, I'm not sure if these, every now and then they will have like a summary of, right here, summary of chapter 4 in this case. Depending on how things are going, how we're feeling, I will either read the whole chapter and then the summary. If we're having a tough day or they're kind of squirmy, we'll just read the heading and the summary. You do what works for you on that day. That's basically the layout for Tuesday through Thursday. You're to read and then study deeper with those little paragraphs on the side. And then when you get to, Tuesday through Friday, I try to get the reading in then. And then on the weekends, we really enjoy Drawn In with David Bowman. I have a link to that in the description box. You can get 10% off the 1-year membership. I think there's also other codes that he has every now and then, but we like to do the flashback episode on Saturday to just kind of cover things. I'm not sure how he's going to do it in the new year, but in this Old Testament year, the flashback episode has been something from the Book of Mormon related to what we're studying during the week. And then he would put out an Old Testament video that we would watch on Sunday as a review of the week. We also like to do, don't miss this, of course, their lesson we like to do on Sunday as a review of what we've studied this week. So we really like Drawn In. My kiddos absolutely love it. They really get drawn into their scriptures with it, and it kind of gives them the desire to read during the week to kind of have an idea of what they're going to be seeing come the Sunday video. Other types of I think those are the major resources that we're using this year. I will have them listed out at the beginning of the year, right on the post, but there is also a resources page on the website where you can check them out and see what we're doing. Every now and then, if the reading for the week is just really short and it doesn't cover all 4 days, I will throw in a recommendation of something you could go check out. Usually it's Book of Mormon Central videos on YouTube. And I just try to get us into the scriptures every single day of the week. And we love it. And if you're wondering how we fit this into our day, we are homeschoolers. So we fit it in during our regular day, but there are different ways that you can fit in, maybe at breakfast time, maybe at dinner. But the way we fit it in, I have a video linked for you in the description box of how that works for us. But maybe that'll give you an idea if you are a homeschooler. If not, wherever it works for you is great. And if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. I love being a part of your journey. And if we haven't met yet, hi there. I'm Elaine from On the Same Page Together. We are a Christ-centered home of learning, and on this channel, we talk about all things family. We like to share what works for us as we strive to encourage you on your journey in life and family. Hopefully, I've covered everything. There really are links in the description box for almost everything we've talked about. If I'm missing something or you have any questions, I am always happy to help in any way that I can. All right. Well, I hope to see you around. Happy studying in 2023, and I will talk to you later. Bye.